Assalamu alaikum fam, hope you're doing well. We're continuing our deep dive into the Jesuits, what they believe. This is their constitution. Something interesting in this chapter too. It's about what's going to be put forth to you in terms of questioning if you want to be part of their order. There were some rules here on how you will be denied from being part of their order. So if you've denied the faith, if you've held this very heretical position, and you've been declared publicly for giving bad verdicts and you're suspect of it, if you've been excommunicated in infamy, you will not be allowed. That's really interesting because it's like, good point. If you've committed homicide or you're very publicly known to commit sins and you're very infamous for it. But there was an interesting caveat there, is that the admission cannot be where the place it exists. So if you got a bad reputation in one part, you can move to a new place, and maybe that'll be a rectification for you. And then, they mentioned how it should be kind of far away. Then there was another part of, if you've taken the habit or you're part of the institute of the friars, the clerics, or you're a hermit, in holy hermitude, you shouldn't cease from doing that. You should keep doing that. Then there's the bonds of a consummated marriage or of legal servitude, but the caveat for that is you have to get permission from your wife and from your master, essentially. Hold on, fam. Let's see. They're just having a ball. Now, what's other interesting too is that if you are mentally ill or you suffer from an illness that will make your judgment obscure or unsound, you are not going to be able to be part of the order, which makes total sense. Total sense. So you can't condemn them for that. So they really do seem to want nobody who's feeble-minded, has prior attachments, and who has been a assassin or committed a grievous sin or is a known sinner. So that is what will be done. And then there were some couple other points here, was that neither is anyone receive with the last two impediments, for the fourth will be detrimental to the neighbor, unless the consent of the wife or master is given, and the other circumstances required by law are observed. So here, when it mentions the marriage bond, if you break that without the permission of your wife, well, that's going to be a detriment to your neighbor. Neighborliness seems to be coming up quite often in this fact. It also says that you should be examined further if you've passed this level of examinations, and if some outstanding qualities are found in the candidate, that the superior should be notified before that candidate leaves. So very interesting. Physical illness, mental illness, criminal record. If you're married or you're in a legal service sort of bondage. This is 15th century, by the way. This is written. And if you have the position that's already kind of holy, I guess you could say, you shouldn't quit that. So, very interesting. I wanted to share that with you. Hope my birds were not too loud in the background. They're having too much fun because I put some hay in their cage. So they're just having fun making a mess that I'll have to sweep up later. But alhamdulillah, you spray with a little water, they calm down. Otherwise, they just have literally too much fun, thinking they're roosters or something. But again, very cool things here on the rules, because this Jesuit order is talked about a lot, but I've never really seen people go into the old-fashioned text. This was written in Latin and it has been translated into English. And so we can learn from it. Hope you have a good day.